Keith, it's been a long morning for firefighters here in Southbury. You can see behind me that crews are still dousing at least a few spots at the Commons. This stretch of Main Street is still shut down at this hour. We've got a lot of great pictures to show you, so I want to get that video rolling as I explain exactly what happened here this morning. The fire was discovered by a police officer on patrol. He discovered the flames while driving around 1 o'clock this morning. The fire grew quickly at the Commons. This is a commercial plaza, and it destroyed at least 12 buildings. And now earlier we were saying 14 buildings. We've got new information that tells us there were 12 businesses in that building. 2 of them had already closed. Now, it's home to everything from a dentist's office to a hair salon, a nail salon, medical supply store, a floral shop. Ken Pierce is going to have more on that in just a few minutes. Now, despite the massive flames and the extensive effort to knock down those flames, nobody was hurt. And joining us live now is the fire marshal for Southbury, Henry Stormer. He's here to answer a few questions. Just let us know at this point, where does the investigation stand into how this fire started?
Right now, we're just waiting for the fire department to finish up suppression and overhaul operations, and as soon as they're done, the state fire marshal's office and my staff will go in, and we'll begin our cause and origin investigation.
So at this point, you're sort of looking at it from the outside, haven't been able to get in.
We've been able to take videotape and photographs, and before the fire department did any further damage, as you see, there's a machine on site. We had some collapse. We have to remove that and let the firemen extinguish any fire that's underneath the collapsed areas of the structure.
We're hearing that the fire spread because it got up into a shared attic space. Is that correct?
It basically spread because the fire appears to have hit the outside porch area and spread across the porch and the exterior siding. It did get up into attic space, which then did send it throughout the building on both sides.
And we're also hearing that it looks like the fire started in the corner. This is sort of an L-shaped building, is where the 2 buildings come together.
It appears at this time that's going to be the area that we'll focus on, but again, we're not sure at this point based on the damage that we're seeing.
Bottom line, it's been a long day, and you still have a lot of work ahead of you, right?
A lot of work.
All right. Fire Marshal Stormer, thanks for joining us this afternoon.
You.
Of course, we're going to stay here and gather more information, find out all we can, and have it for you tonight on News 8 at 5 and 6. Until then, reporting live in Southbury, Ted Compey, News 8.
Ted, thank you. That fire, of course, destroyed a number of businesses, obviously leaving many owners wondering where they will go from here. News 8's Ken Pierce continues our team coverage with this on-the-scene report.
There are more than a dozen businesses in this shopping plaza this morning. All are damaged, some are destroyed. No lives were lost, but a lot of lives were affected. When flames devoured the Commons in the middle of the night, they destroyed more than property, they destroyed dreams. Joan Tekula had only just started her business in October. She helps people with medical problems live at home. Now her store is charred wreckage.
I was just getting my start. I had a big party this morning for the Southbury Business Association.
Investigators told her the fire may have started in her store, but it quickly spread to all the businesses. The owner of a tanning salon was lucky to retrieve his cash register with $30 in it before demolition began. That right there used to be Fancy Nails, the business Jennifer Kim opened more than 2 years ago.
First thing I said to him, how the fire coming from, Ben? It's coming from somewhere, so I don't know. So my head is black right now.
The building is owned by a dentist who also lost his office in the fire. It's a personal loss for everyone affected, and even for Southbury's fire chief. He needed a minute before he told us why it's emotional for him.
It is. My wife's had a flower shop in here, I think it's 17 years now. So it's kind of tough to take.
I think that all of us here who have lost our businesses are going to come together and find some way to open up a temporary place while Perry has an opportunity to rebuild the building, and then we'll come right back here.
And that's what both women say. They both worked too hard on their business to just let a fire put them out of business for good. They say the fire is a setback, but it is just a setback. On the scene in Southbury, I'm Ken Pierce, News 8.